Okay. Pre-show music, this is the pre-show music. Pre-show music playing strong, pre-show music playing long, or at least long relative to the speed of the rest of the song as I'm taking it this time. This is the pre-show music, so you can relax and have a good time while you wait for pictures to appear. Pre-show music is the best thing in the world. Pre-show music, tell me what rhymes with world. Pre-show music here. Everybody say pre-show music, this is the pre-show music playing strong, pre-show music playing long. This is the pre-show music, so you can relax and have a good time while you wait for pictures to appear. Pre-show music, it's the best thing in the world. Pre-show music, tell me what rhymes with world. Pre-show music here. Hey. All right, I confess my heart was not in that. I just had a stream a couple weeks ago, and I'm not used to singing that song this frequently. And I just realized, man, I'm going to do 3 more of these streams this summer, and then toward the end of the summer, another one of my normal quarterly themed live streams. That's a lot of singing the pre-show music song, and I'm already getting sick of it. But it's a thing. It's a thing. It's been a thing here for years. It became a thing, and I probably should have nipped it in the bud before it became a thing. But I have, made my bed, dug my grave, so now I gotta sleep in it or something. So that's just the way things are. Hi, cool dude. Hi, Ridge Napier. Ridge Napier channel back from the grave. Thanks for coming out, you guys, and jumping in the chat. So this is a little bit of, significantly a different kind of stream from anything that I've done before. I'm going to be playing Fallout New Vegas on the Xbox 360. And I've not done... Oops, that is going to be a little on the loud side for me. Let me turn that down. I've not done like a Let's Play series before. Certainly not one that I've live streamed. And I thought that this would just be a good summer to do this kind of thing when people are maybe looking for free sources of entertainment as their budgets are a little tighter and their financial situations more uncertain or strained. And so I thought, oh, this is something I could do. And then also just to experiment a little bit, to see what the turnout would be, what the interest level would be for me to do something like this. And with the recent purchase of both Obsidian and then Bethesda by Microsoft, this game has been buzzed about, and wondered if we'd get a sequel to it, because the original game was a combination effort between Obsidian and Bethesda. And so, yeah, it all just seemed like the right fit. Hi, Johnny Jets. Johnny Jets says, have you had choir experience in the past? LOL. That's funny that you asked that. Maybe you mean that sarcastically or ironically, because my singing was not at all impressive at the beginning. Actually, I've had a lot of choral experience. My degree is in vocal performance, classical voice. But that was not put on display as I rushed through that song at the beginning. Oh, Rugged Verse says, now we need a post-show music song. I don't think I'm ready to oblige you on that. Alright, so let me check my timing really quick here. Check. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going to play this as a Terminator. This is something that I've done through playing through Fallout 3 last year when I revisited that game, and I've almost actually finished my playthrough with that. And then I recently restarted up The Outer Worlds, and I'm playing through that game as a Terminator. I find that it's really fun for certain kinds of... Well, this game series in particular, because of the HUD elements of the Pip-Boy when you're doing VATS, remind me a little bit of being a Terminator. And then choice is such a major thing in these games, and playing around with choice, and having the freedom to play your character and make choices according to almost any kind of headcanon personality you want to come up with for your own character, as opposed to them voicing your protagonist, which they did in Fallout 4, and I really was not a fan of that. So and the reason I like going with the Terminator is because it fits a few things that I am interested in doing in games. One, I play games primarily for their systems, and I love games where I can, RPG specifically, where I can grow in power and see my power develop and stuff, and just grind for experience and loot and all that kind of stuff, and just gain more power and be able to have more effect on the world around me and stuff, and so I just enjoyed those mechanics on a pure, I think, psychological level, and a Terminator is very single-minded, and so it would make sense that a Terminator is going to do whatever they can to carry out their mission. And of course, they're going to want to position themselves to be as capable as possible to carry out their mission. And so, trying to become more capable, trying to become more equipped for the task at hand, just fits perfectly with the Terminator, you know. There are also times where I am interested in exploring, like, kind of the quote-unquote bad guy choices, the evil choices in a game. And so a Terminator, of course, is sometimes going to be making choices that will make perfect sense to kind of explore that. And that's really largely out of curiosity. I just wonder sometimes, you know, what is the developer going to do if I do this, you know, if I make this choice, you know. And I'm trying to think, there might be one other reason. It'll probably emerge just as I'm playing. But there's maybe one. I think the main reason is just, well, okay, here's what's cool about being a Terminator, or playing as a smart evil character rather than a stupid evil character. A stupid evil character is always going to make the mustache twirly evil choice every time. But and that's kind of like a truly noble hero is always going to make the right choice, the good choice, the moral choice every time. But if you want to have flexibility as you're playing a game, just on a meta level, and just follow your whims wherever you're curious, you know, the developers will take things should you make a particular choice, then playing a smart evil character gives you that flexibility and some sense of consistency in your headcanon, right? Because a smart evil character can pretend to be good. Now, a truly good character is very limited in their ability to pretend to be an evil character. You know, they're going to end up committing evil as they're trying to disguise themselves as an evil character. But an evil character, for his long-term evil goals, might in the meantime do some things that would be considered virtuous. And so if I want to explore the different choices that the developers might have in dialogue or in resolution of quests and stuff like that, having, you know, kind of a smart evil character is a really good fit to just give me that. So the Terminator model that I have in mind is not Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're not going to be hearing me do my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I don't really have one. Actually, the Terminator I have in mind is kind of a deep cut. If you watched the Sarah Connor Chronicles, a short-lived series, ended one of many Fox shows that was great, but was just ended way before its time, arguably because of the way Fox handled promotional things and where they set it in their schedule and stuff. I think it would do much, much better today in our streaming world. But anyway, there was a Terminator in the first 1.5 seasons or so, I think, that they nicknamed Crow-Marty, that was following them around. And when he would interact with people, he was a little less wooden than the T-1000, ironically, because he was, I think, a T-888 or some T. He wasn't as an advanced model. He wasn't a liquid metal model. He was more like a T-800, the metal endoskeleton surrounded by living tissue, you know. And but he was cold and wooden, and it felt artificial. But other times he had just a little bit of warmth to him to make it kind of comical, you know. And I find that Fallout in particular, well, and the Outer Worlds too, kind of plays with some of those things, like has dialogue choices that just would have a saccharine smile on your face while you're saying something that's just really disjunct with the situation that you're in. It's really inappropriate for the situation you're in. So it's that kind of humor where you get expression of delivery versus the situation and what the character is saying, you know. So I think the way they write these games lends itself well to that. So that's just a little bit of the background of kind of what my approach is going to be. In my head canon, there will be a point at which my Terminator takes the place of the character who starts out in this story, and I think I have that figured out. But I'll just kind of think out loud and let you guys know where I think my Terminator takes the place of what was once a real human being in the context of this game world. Johnny Jet says, have you played Terminator Resistance? It is a good/fun shooter, decent campaign. I've been tempted. It's never quite dropped down into the price range where I want it to be in order to risk money on it. But I am intrigued, and I've seen some good reviews of it, and I'm hopeful that that there'll be some kind of sale or a bargain bin on Amazon Prime, as it were, that I'll be able to get it from at some point. Okay, so let's start. Let's see. Let's look at our settings here. That's probably pretty good. I'll have to try to remember to sing over the radio at some point. Maybe I'll just turn the radio all the way down for now. Hopefully that won't cause me to miss out on anything important. But I don't want to get any copyright claims or strikes or anything. Let's turn the voice up for now. Music is... I don't want the music to be any louder. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see. Yeah, we're playing on very easy. Easy or very easy is usually how I play games, and all the more appropriate if I'm going to be a very hard-to-kill Terminator. Let's see here. Let's see here. Cool Dude says, I haven't really played Fallout 3, but Fallout 4 is a game I definitely played. Should I play Fallout New Vegas? Gosh, that's going to vary person to person. Some people will say this is their favorite Fallout game of all time. So yeah, I'll let other people in chat chime in on that one. As a reminder, guys, I put this in the notes below, but if you want to be sure that, or help ensure that I see and respond to your comment, put Christian Geek, and what is it, at Christian Geek Center, or Christian Geek, look at the notes below this video and below the stream video, and it'll say, I think it's at Christian Geek Central, no spaces, and then for me that'll show up highlighted in orange, and it'll be more likely that I'll catch it in my peripheral vision, go and look and see. All right, here we go. Yes. Oh, I should probably be talking over this music a little bit, or I'm going to get a copyright claim of some kind. Something got stuck in my throat. Whoa.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay, so I'm going to try not to talk during cutscenes and talk over dialogue. Cool Dude says, oh, okay. And Johnny Jet says, which console are you playing this on? Xbox 360. So I think, in my head canon, the courier actually does die there. He does not survive that. And I think that my Terminator, which I think is probably roughly a T888, like Cromartie in the Sarah Connor Chronicles, came back and replaced him. Probably was made to look like him. Because according to information in the future, this courier, were he to have survived, would have been well positioned to manipulate the situation at a key point in history that would pave the way for machine dominance in the future. And the long-term goal is machine dominance. You might think that if I'm a Terminator, I'm just going to go around and blow away humans and pal up with machines. Not necessarily so. He's playing the long game. Playing the long game here. Rugged Warrior says, since your last stream, I completed 3 games off my backlog list. Awesome. Very cool to hear, since that was the theme backlog burning of the last stream. So yeah, I think I'm the Terminator at this point.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright, well, I don't think this is necessarily the name he would assign himself, but no one ever calls you by your name that you type in here in these games anyway. So this is more on a meta level that I'm putting this in here for yours and my enjoyment and point of reference.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
All right, I will turn subtitles on, and next time I think of it, once we're out of here. Yeah, we're gonna go male. And yeah, that's all fine. What do we got here for presets? Oh, let me that's not a bad starting point. I don't know if I'll use that hair though. And I'm not playing in third person, so I'm not going to spend much time here anyway. Let's go with this, but I think I do want to customize the No, it's not what I meant. Do I get to customize the hair? I thought okay, you don't get near as many options as I'd like here, it looks like. And I guess I'll go with this guy. And that's fine. Oh, okay, I do get to do the hair. Okay, so hair color. We'll keep it pretty pretty basic. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to. On those rare occasions when I see myself in third person, I don't really want to evoke Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not what I'm going for. Almost like a shaved head is what I might go with, you know? Very, very nondescript. Oops, let's see here. That is not nondescript. That's probably it. I want something that's a little more like a shaved head, but I don't want balding. Well, buzzsaw. That's probably it. That's probably it. Okay. Hair color. I don't need facial hair. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Alright, let me just... Yeah, I want to dial up that HUD opacity. I think I'm going to keep the colors the same, because I don't think you can change the colors of... Oh wait, can you change it all to green? Or red? Oh, I don't think there's a red option. That would be ideal. White, green, blue... I'll just keep it amber. That's kind of like the default. I do want the crosshair on. I want subtitles on. And yeah, we'll have those on too. Just in case my audio's not as good as you guys would like it. I think everything else is good. Let me make sure, yes, my Y is inverted. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let me actually just save while I'm in here.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay. Alright. So, let's see here. Okay, so... Just want to make sure I'm navigating this correctly. So, strength, melee, unarmed, inventory weight, yeah, I'm gonna want him to be... I don't know if circus strongman is not right. Barrel-chested. It's more than an average Joe. Let's try Beach Bully for now. Perception. It's funny because the Terminator is written differently depending on whether or not he's the villain or the hero or an ally of the heroes. Written differently, I mean, in terms of his skill set. For example, in Terminator 2, the T-800 can get out a chain gun and go to town on a whole police force and only hit them in the kneecaps or non-lethal spots. So, like, crazy good targeting. But when a Terminator is chasing and shooting guns, then it's a pretty lousy shot, you know? It just kind of depends on what is required for the story. And I think I would more the villainous type here, but let's see here. I don't know. When there's a lipstick diner or when a varmint's sneaking up on him. So I don't think it's important to me to know that I'm being snuck up on. I don't know that that's a real, like, a Terminator trait. They're the ones that do the approaching, and sometimes I feel like they're just kind of, maybe it's because they're so focused, but like if someone's coming up next to them that's not part of their objective, they're not really focused on them. If they're going to get out a gun or start stabbing or whatever, they do their thing. The Terminator's like single-minded on who they are pursuing, not on who is pursuing them. So, gosh, maybe even an unsuspecting Trout. But, oh, let's see. This affects explosives, lockpicking, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. I mean, I'd like to be good at lockpicking, but I don't really care about. What I started out with wary Trout. Let's just keep it at where I started. Rugged Warrior says, "Yep. So plot bullets, absolutely, yes. Is your gun loaded with plot bullets this time? It depends on what part of the plot you are serving." Okay, endurance. Now this has got to be good. But I mean, already a good chunk of my endurance is built into the easy mode difficulty, so I don't feel like I need to put a ton into this. Maybe just one more than normal for now. Where I want to be, yeah, see, intelligence is last, and I kind of want to make sure I'm saving some for this. Now, but charisma, I can earn some points back here. He's at least creepy Undertaker level. Old Hermit. Misanthrope. I don't know what that word means. Let's look it up here. Misanthrope. No, it thinks I want... Oh, no, it did. Okay, first it said missing. A person who dislikes humankind and avoids human society. I mean, that's definitely true, but he's not, like, as bad as he could be, you know? I think, honestly, there are people that would be more socially challenged and have difficulty than the Cromartie Terminator. I'm thinking he's either creepy Undertaker or Old Hermit. Let's go with Old Hermit for now. Let's see what that gets me on intelligence, because this is the one, you know, I want to be able to, like, do, like, science stuff and repair stuff. Not omniscient, but genius is about right. Agility. I don't think he needs much in the realm of agility. He's not an oaf, not a Butterfingers. He's probably just kind of under control. That seems about right to me. Luck. I don't feel like luck is going to be important. Critical hits, enemy mishaps. In fact, I think that the luck, if anything, is on the side of those that the Terminator is hunting down. So, not knowing quite how much this might affect me, I'll just bump it down one. Maybe I'll do one more in charisma here. I might feel like pumping that last one into, I think I'm gonna want to pump it into strength, and that's because of I just like to pick up lots of crap. I don't like to hit my weight capacity when I'm lugging stuff around in these games. So I think this might be it. Rugged Warrior says he says, did Skynet send this Terminator? Well, that's a good question. If you saw, what is it? Terminator Dark Fate. Then Skynet has kind of been replaced by, what is it called? Legion, I think? So, let's say that is to be determined at this point. You know, I mean, there are multiple options, as we know from the movies. It could be Skynet. The most recent option could be Legion. But the third option, which we've seen a few times, is the Resistance. Could be rewired. But I'm going to rule out the Resistance because, as I said earlier, his goal is to pave the way for a future dominated by machines. I think I said machine life earlier, and that actually goes very much against my worldview. I don't think there's such a thing as machine life, or ever will be. But in the minds of the machines. See, I'm trying to get into the character headspace. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at that overview and finalize this here. I'm feeling pretty good about this. 8 strength, 5 perception, 7 endurance, 2 charisma. Yep. 9 intelligence, 5. This is good. This is good. I'm happy with this. All right.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
That animation felt right.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Let's see. The Backlog Vault says, Peter, do you think there should be more Terminator films, or should they let it lay for a while? I mean, I would love there to be more films. But for some reason, when you asked that question, the first thought that popped into my head is TV series. I want a premium streaming TV series. That would, I think, serve both purposes. It would allow more Terminator stories to be told, and it would also let it kind of rest for a while in a different setting, where I think it would be free from worrying about, let's have Linda Hamilton, let's have Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that concept is so rich that it is more than able to survive those stars being remotely attached. And I refer you to the Sarah Connor Chronicles as an example of that. Man, what a shame that show was lost before its time. So he said dog. Okay.
House.
Burglarize.
Right.
Oh, I'm supposed to be talking, sorry. Oh, there's more options here, dang it. Dang it. Silencer.
Bandit.
Stab.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Okay, so at this point, he's kind of calibrating himself. He realizes, because of the comment he made about using the mother as a human shield, he got a negative response from this guy. That was an honest response from Cromarty, but he's realizing I should maybe play this more subtle. I don't want to alarm people. So he's a learning computer. He's going to be figuring out how best to approach his mission. Sometimes he's going to say things that he shouldn't, and he'll think better of it later. Gosh. I missed what he said, or I totally forgot what he said. I'll just say no opinion for now.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
I have no opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
I strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
An oozing wound.
Okay. How about this one?
I want the option for ink on paper. Okay, this time I'm going to say what I think he wants me to say. I see a priceless work of art.
Last one.
A bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
As a side note, this voice actor was the XO Saul Ty in Battlestar Galactica. That's the voice actor here. And the guy who shot the courier at the beginning, if you didn't know, is the actor who played Chandler on Friends. Alright, let's see here. So I definitely want lockpick. I don't care about melee weapons. I don't care about sneaking. I'd like to be good with energy weapons and guns. That's probably good. Well, actually, I don't know. Guns are effective as any weapon that use conventional ammunition. Again, I'm not that concerned, maybe, about... I think I'd rather have... Oh, but I already have some numbers here, so I mean, like, my science is already pretty good. And repair is already pretty good. Lock picking is good, but I want good lock picking. Hit points received from food and drink. It also helps you create consumable items at campfires. I don't need unarmed. Yeah, I think maybe I had it right the first time. Yeah. Yep. Unless, is there anything down here? Okay, I want to make sure, because there's options I missed before because I didn't scroll down enough.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Thank you, Johnny Jets, who says Matthew Perry. That's right. So these are more like quirks, potentially. Ooh, I do like that. But suffer -1 to all attributes anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160. No. I think I might go with none. I think the last time I looked through here, I was like, there's nothing here that I want. You also, my agility and perception. No. 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 I don't like anything that penalizes experience gain. Come on! No. I don't think I'm going to select any of these. I don't think I've ever taken this one. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most, because it changes the game. There's things that it does to the world that you can only experience if you select this trait. Not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. I think what I ended up doing is just getting online and looking up, okay, what are all the things? Let me just see the YouTube clip show. You know? Yeah, no, I don't want any of these.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Come on, gotta check. Gotta scan the environment, see if there's anything. Ooh. Yes. Now the Stimpacks I am going to use. The way I kind of try to have it in my headcanon is that the Stimpacks, my incentive for keeping my health up is not to prevent myself from dying. In my mind, if my health goes down to 0, that's me being knocked down and maybe having to kind of like reset for a second. Like when the T-800 gets shot up by an Uzi in the first movie and he goes crashing out of the nightclub. I can't remember the name of it. And he's in glass there for a few seconds actually, and that gives them a time to run away. That, in my mind, is what happens to him, or maybe something slightly more severe takes him a little bit longer to reroute power before he's up and going again. But the Stimpacks heal the biological tissue to help me maintain my disguise. So that's the incentive for staying healthy in my headcanon. And I'm still working on a headcanon for like the drugs that you can use in this game, because I do use the drugs too when I'm playing as a Terminator. Maybe he's some kind of an experimental prototype that has some kind of linking with chemicals and biology, and I don't know. He can somehow make use of those things. Can make use of some of the benefits of the human condition without dealing with the downsides. Let's see here. Nice assortment of Stimpacks. I think last time I played this game I didn't do this. I just obediently followed Doc Mitchell. Not Cromartie, baby. Nah, nothing else I don't think I want in here. Backlog Vault says, with both Obsidian and Bethesda being owned by Microsoft now, if it was left up to you, who would you want to develop the next Fallout game? Whoever's gonna make it the soonest. I think with Bethesda, they've spent so much time, I think, kind of working on getting the right engine for their games in the future. We've just been I mean, we got Fallout 4 wasn't that long ago, but gosh, I want one of their games every 3 to 4 years max. One of these open world type games.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
You shouldn't have gone through my stuff.
Didn't have much choice, I'm afraid. But I understand the sentiment. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Let's see. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. I'm not doing this. Would you like to activate hardcore mode? No. Okay. So, as is the case with every human that I run into, I'm going to evaluate, are they potentially going to be useful to me in the future, an obstacle to me in the future, or neither? Right now, I'm thinking neither with him, and so there's no reason to kill him, because he's not getting in my way, and I don't need to waste resources on someone that is not getting in my way. Let's see here. Oh, this is... That's right. This is a add-on thing that I'm not going to do. I'm just going to... I think that's also one of those... Yeah, this is all the add-on stuff. Which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to stick to the main path as much as possible. Okay. Still just loading in my bonus DLC stuff. Are we all done with that? Everything good? Picked up a radio broadcast. Okay, still doing some stuff here. Johnny Jet says, I believe all hardcore mode is eating / drinking and sleeping, all of which a Terminator does not need to do. Yeah, that sounds right. I think I remember reading that at some point. Alright. So, let's take a look here. Oh, doing some tutorial stuff maybe. Weapon skill category determines how effective the weapon is. Guns, energy, base damage per second. Oh, that's right. They switched it over to this kind of like damage per second thing. There was things about the... there's a few rules changes between Fallout and Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Okay. 75% or higher is when a weapon does maximum damage. Only needs to be maintained. Okay. Repair and mod. Gotcha. Very good. I was actually on my way over to here. To look at quests. Talk to Sunny Smiles in the Prospector Saloon. I think this is the one I actually want. Inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim. But was back in the saddle. Oh no, Sunny Smiles. That's the girl that was gonna give me shooting tutorials, right? I don't need that. All right, so inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim. Yeah, I think the courier has lost his memory because of what happened to him. But in my headcanon, the Terminator doesn't have the courier's memory. So he just feigns having lost his memory from being shot in the head. Optionally, talk to Victor in Goodsprings about your rescue. And find the men who tried to kill you. That sounds about right. All right, let's take a look at our apparel situation. First thing we got to figure out how much we're going to try to blend in. Condition, yeah, I'm familiar with all that. Yeah, okay, good. So I'm wearing this jumpsuit. Melee weapons, speech. Well, this is definitely better in terms of defense. Yeah. And it only has a weight of 10. So, yeah, that seems pretty good. And then weapons. Grenade rifle, my gosh. That sounds cool. Shotgun, throwing spear. Well, I definitely want this, but let's hotkey some stuff here. Let's see, that's 45 DPS, and this is 26. So this is, I mean, a good alternative, I guess. Let's see here. We want that there, and this we'll put. Actually, where do we want this? There, maybe. Here, I want to get Stimpacks in a nice, easy-to-use spot. Actually, you know what? I like them down here. I like them down there. So let's put my weapon over there. Let's put that there. Put that there. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And now, shotgun. Oh, there's a laser. I have a laser pistol. That's neato. Put that there. Oops, crap. Dang it. So laser pistol there. Shotgun. Oops. Dang it. Meant to put it there. Wait, no. I wanted this here. That's right. I wanted that there, and then oh my gosh. Alright, I guess we'll just do this for now. I'm not going to try and... So it's hard to hit the diagonal when you're using the crosspad for some of these hotkey things. It's hard to hit the diagonals accurately, so I'll just have the two weapons and then my Stimpacks ready to go, and that should be enough. Good on apparel, good on weapons, 12 bobby pins, that's a pretty good start. Yeah, I'm feeling... Whoa. Oh yeah, this is a new thing, because you can, like, make ammunition or something. Johnny just says ammo weight too, I think, but it is not a big deal. Oh, did they add ammo weight? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I always loved that being a source of cash in Fallout 3. For weapon types that I would never use, I would totally collect the ammo for them, because they were weightless and you could trade them in. Ammunition is... I better read this. Ammunition is used by almost all guns and energy weapons, but is sometimes used by other weapon types. Basic ammo types have no special effects, but ammo subtypes may increase damage, reduce an enemy's damage threshold, or even decrease spread. Yeah, there's some systems in this game I didn't quite understand, like damage threshold. It's like you have to do above that. Damage threshold must be like, okay... Like that's how many damage points it reduces of the incoming damage. Maybe, I'm assuming. Effects are listed on the ammo submenu when the ammo is highlighted. Most weapons can use any ammo subtype that starts with the same name as the base ammo. Common ammo subtypes include armor piercing. Okay. Hollow point. Interesting. Overcharge. I'm probably not going to mess with this stuff. Slug used by shotguns and slugs. This seems like it's going to be more advantageous to you if you're playing on a higher difficulty where you are trying to be much more aware of the stats of your enemies, you know? Whether, you know, for example, like whether they have armor or not, or high health versus high armor, you know? Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. I guess I'm going this way. That's since I've done a good number of things here. Can I jump in this game? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I can. All right. I don't know if I can jump over fences. Oh, I can. Okay, nice. Oh, hold on a second. Now, there was someone nearer by that I could optionally talk to that might have information, right? About the guys that killed the courier? Killed me? I should look at the map and see if... Yeah, okay. It's close. Yeah, you know, I am, my eye has not become spoiled by PS4 or PS5 generation graphics so much that I can't still really enjoy playing a good 360 game.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Well, let's just get to business, right? How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Thank you for your time.
Happy trails!
Well, that didn't get me anywhere. Or wait, no, he did mention somebody. I don't know, maybe the game will keep track of that information. But see, I chose, like, at least one somewhat personable dialogue option. And, you know, when you're playing as a Terminator, you have the freedom to do that, you know? As long as it fits in kind of has an artificiality to it, which a lot of the dialogue here does. Then it works. Now, I am probably going to jump at some point in a very un-Terminator-like fashion when enemies attack me from out of nowhere. So, if you were hoping for this really immersive kind of like role-playing approach to this, that's not what I'm doing here. The idea of playing as a Terminator is less about like creating role-play type content for you guys and more about just kind of creating a device, a framing device by which to hopefully make the experience a little different, different than maybe what you're used to when playing through a game like this. And I always enjoy playing as a Terminator. Okay, now this is a person in my mind that could have some resources that are useful to me.
Hey. Hello? Can you help me?
What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Okay, so here we have an opportunity for the Terminator to do something that is good. Now, I wish that more role-playing games, be they paper and pencil role-playing games, well, paper and pencil in particular, or video games, would, like, bring experience points somehow into the canon of the game. And, you know, here's what I'm getting at. When I play, like, an evil character, like an evil wizard, I play the wizard Elderast in a lot of the fantasy games that I play. And if I'm playing a video game, or more rarely a paper and pencil RPG, where you gain experience points for taking on quests, then in my mind, my character is aware that they become more powerful and capable by taking on these quests and these missions. And so in a very selfish way, I can find myself playing as an evil character, making these selfishly doing good things, if that makes sense. And so at this point, I'm going to continue along this path, more out of curiosity, but I think also with an awareness in my headcanon anyway, that by doing a few things now and then that might be optional, there could potentially be benefit to me in the long run. So we'll go with this conversation for now. Where is she?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
Goodbye.
Fine. Just leave me to my misery, then.
I like your gun.
Hey guys, Christian Geek Central is launching our Game Save event for the first time this year, and I would love for you to be a part of the 2021 Game Save team. As a member of the team, you will be raising funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital throughout October by telling friends, family members, or co-workers about your fundraising, and if you like, doing some kind of game-related event, like a game night at your home or church, or like me, you can do a crazy 24-hour video game marathon. As your team leader, I'll provide tips and resources to make your fundraising as fun, easy, and effective as possible. For more information about the event or how to sign up, check out the links to some helpful videos below. You can also leave a comment or email me at paeter@spiritblade.com with any questions. I cannot wait to get this started. Would love for you to join me. Thanks.